All right, Forex market, second time for the day. We got the Aussie versus the US dollar. Fascinating case study, guys. I want to lay out the situation and just share with you our insights regarding the Aussie dollar. By the way, obviously that reflects the rest of the majors. Very high positive correlation between the majors. So if we think the one is going down, the rest are probably going to follow suit, and vice versa. So let's figure out where the Aussie US dollar is going, and this is super important. We're right there at that junction where price is either going to make it or break it. It's that type of situation we're at, that make or break situation. I want to divert your attention to 75, big support level, 75.02, which was supposed to hold price action as it was approaching last Friday. It managed to drill through that level. Check this out. The close on that week, which is last week, right, a few hours ago, we had a new weekly session started, right, a few hours ago. That's what's going on here. This is last Friday. That's how it ended up. Closing price 74.78. So 20 pip, it was able to cross over. So we're trying to figure out, is this a real breakdown? Is this a legit breakdown, or whether this is just a false breakout where price is basically just setting up some traps, right? Inviting sellers just to turn back up. The reason I feel this might be the case, right? Because if it's not, if this is a legit breakdown, then price is supposed to continue off that momentum all the way to the next big support level, which, as far as we can understand, it's only at 71.35. We don't see any obstacles along the way until that point, and that's quite a big move we're talking about, right? Right now trading at 75, we're talking about 71.40. That's a nice 350 pip. But we're kind of reluctant to pull the trigger yet, because here's where we feel that this might be a fake out. All right, here's where we think this might be a decisive move, right? That 75.02, check this out from the monthly perspective. I'm going to zoom in. So we can already see price from this angle is starting to pull back a little bit. You can see that little spike starting to show up here, showing that price might actually confirm to this key level system, and most importantly 75.02 on the monthly note, not on the weekly note, right? On the monthly note. So we got like 10 days to go to the end of the month, and before we commit to this bearish campaign, we need to make sure this is, price action is actually breaking down. So in this particular case, we're gonna have to wait for it, right? We're gonna have to wait for the end of the month, because if by the end of the month price will remain inside, then that's a huge indication for an upside reversal coming up. On the other hand, of course, if it will make it and remain below 75.02, let's say it's going to close like this, right? Then, of course, that's going to be price giving us a heads up into a downside move that we're going to definitely take advantage of. Right? So what I'm trying to say here is that we're going to have to wait for it, right? We're going to have to wait 10 days. And I know that you might be thinking, but wait, in those 10 days, it's so much time, right? I mean, price could end up in 10 days, it could already reach the target, for example. Or let's say it could eat up half of that move, right? Well, that's possible, for sure, that's possible. But that's pretty much the trade-off, right? That you have to sacrifice distance over if you want to gain more confidence in your move. In this case, I could say this: price might break down and go deep a little bit, but don't forget that there's a very good chance that later on it will come back in a technical correction and possibly even retest 75.02 just before it turns back down. So, you know, we might have some more opportunities to jump in on that move, but we will make sure that this is a solid breakdown, and we don't want to fall in this bearish trap that prices, you know, just likes to set up sometimes, right? It just loves to do that. So let's keep our eyes, you know, let's keep our eyes closed on this one, the Aussie dollar. I'm definitely going to be back to follow up on the situation. In the meantime, we're on the sideline, not taking any action, and just waiting for some clarifications coming from the situation here. That's about that Aussie dollar. It's been a pleasure, guys. We're going to be back tomorrow as usual. So till then, be well.